We are back.
Well, the top side streets are a dangerous place, so you better tune in to a credible face like this one. Yeah, this one. And you know he's not alone, and they're coming in hot. We got a Lake so Stan and a guy who really likes baseball. I don't know why he likes baseball. We got legs and a guy in a bear suit. We're making money up YouTube clips, big ticket flips. We got potential to grow. AFC's in the NBA. What else can I say? You gotta get in the know. Even Washington inside game, live talking flag. Why are you selling so low? Those Canadian bacon and friends, fun never ends. Come on and get on the show. This is the financial advice.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back. You can probably hear it in my voice. This is going to be a little touch and go today. I woke up this morning. I felt pretty good, but I got in at 2 a.m. And so I wasn't going to set an alarm for you assholes. I woke up. I was feeling sharp. I was like, let's get into this. Let's do this. And after I scheduled the stream, I immediately started to feel tired again. So what we're going to do, we're just going to see where we go. We'll see where we land this morning. Let's see who we got in the house, though. After a few days off, the people are back. We got Fenny's here, T. Adams, Zach's in the house, F and Nico, Devlar, Ghost, Vase, Trilla, what's up? Milo's here, Tandy, Chunk, Getty's here to the house, airplane mode. Actually, Jeb, Famous Bush, Ryan B's here, Borland in the house, courtside. Who else? Stubbs, Mac Tack, Regulator, JK's, Fernandez is here, Breakneck, Getty, Garen's here, Ben Ball and Patrick Coyne, Joseph, Roddy Rod, Kungsteady, N Wade's here, James. Okay, come on. Orion, Ransom Reed, James, Dirty Pirate in the house, Brovendale, Kawaisenberg. Let's go. A lot of people here. There's Zaval and Ballin, B. Foster, Will's here, Doc Delta, Craig Carter, Dr. Mean, Jimmy Peacock, Sandra's here, John Mike, Tea Time, Colton. Guys, I don't know if I can keep up. Brenton, well, this is it. We're done. Josh is here, Jeremy, John, Josh. Good to be back, guys. It's good to be back. I was there too long. I think the idea of doing like a long time, like a long Vegas trip, always is like, yeah, man, we need to do it. Like, we need to do a long trip. And it's always wrong. It's always the wrong call. I will say Wednesday. So I got in on Wednesday. Can I just take you through a week in the life of Vegas? I got in on Wednesday, like midday-ish, checked in, played a little poker, won a couple hundred to feel myself a little bit. And then on Wednesday, what did I do Wednesday? Oh, I met up with our man JJL. I get to see JJL in the flesh. Went over, checked out the World Series of Poker. They were playing down to the final table. Got a little TV time. Thursday was great. Thursday, some more people started trickling in. And then I got to meet two of my favorite people in the world, the Judge and Mets. And listen, guys, in person, great. They were great people. It was a fancy ass thing, a fancy ass party that Super Draft was doing a little collab with. We were at the penthouse of the Cosmo. I get to meet so many incredible people. It was great. We had a really, really good time there. And then everybody started piling in, right? Jeb shows up, John Boy's there, TST's there. It was really good. And that's the takeaway for me. I mean, this happens every time too, right? This happens every time anything like this happens. We saw about it with like the NFT All-Star game, with Summer League last year, NFT NYC last year. It was great. It was really, really good to just like you get in the opportunity to hang out with people in real life is when it's so many people that care about the same type of stuff. who haven't met each other and come back in. I don't know. It was just great. It was just great. Like I think everybody is just so positive about, seeing each other. So it was a really good time. It was a really good time. But I will say on Saturday, I immediately adjusted my flight on Saturday. Originally, I was taking a red eye on the way out. I was like, nah, dude, no red eye on Sunday. Flew out midway through the day yesterday, and it was great. It really was great. I will say like Friday. So Friday is kind of when stuff like really popped off. We went to go play basketball. I played too much basketball. I still am recovering from that a little bit. Like we sounded like we weren't going to be running fives, right? We're just going to go out there, play a little knockout, get some shots up. All of a sudden, we're playing for like 90 minutes running full. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Too out of shape, too old for this. But it was fun. It was really fun to see a lot of people doing that. And then we had our show on Friday night, the live show on Friday. And I can't thank everybody enough just for coming, man. And this is Vegas in general. A lot of people that were there either during the weekend or after the weekend, like as they were leaving Vegas, sent me really nice either messages or said it to me in person, just about being able, like for all that we're doing to make Vegas fun, for all the content we're doing, all that stuff, right? And that we like what we've built, and it's very nice. It's very nice to hear those things. But what I will say, I think on our side of things, like on the Team Hold side of things, on the Shot Tank side of things, it's like equally as cool that you guys are willing to come out there for that. I think that kind of, I was, a little verklempt, that people were willing to like take vacation time. Like I was talking to Milo, goes to college this weekend, like take a time off from work to get out there to go do it. And it was great, man. It really was. It was really, really nice to see everybody out there. People were asking, is Dustin a hooper? Says Fernandez. Yeah, Dustin had an epic block on someone at the top of the key, like just a three right back in their face. It was great. It was really good. But yeah, to talk a little bit more about Friday, the show on Friday was awesome. So shout out JP and the Top Shot crew who helped fund that and put that together the day of, and to Jeb and John and Dustin and TST for being cool and dealing with my bullshit, because I get a little antsy day of the show when we're in charge of the whole thing and my name's on it and the contracts are in my name and I don't want to get sued. But it was awesome, man. We had like 150, 200 people come through. We have an open bar for a little bit. Steady Breaks did a live break, which was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. It was just this like hype show while people are winning moments. And it was just, so shout out Steady Breaks. We're going to get them on here. We're going to get them on here soon to do some fun stuff with them. But then am I Karen? What's going on? What's happening? What are you talking about, Fernandez? Where'd that come? Did I miss some other stuff? TST out there looking like a dude. Well, TST is a big boy. He is a big boy. Kyle Smith said that's dope. I will have to make it out next time. Got major FOMO for seeing all you guys having a good time out there. Dude, shout out Kyle Smith too. Didn't you just like bink a big hollow in one of those packs? But yeah, to go back to the show, it was great. Like a lot of people were good sports about stuff too. Like Poker Pro Eric, we dunked on for, I don't know, 90 straight minutes. Jacob came on the show. We talked about locking and leaderboards because that had just got announced that day. So that was exciting to hear him talk a little bit about what, when you hear them like talk about it in person without getting interrupted with garbage questions on Spaces, just about like the direction of this is going, it's hard not to get excited to see how they're excited are. I'd be weird if he came up and he wasn't excited, but I don't know. I feel like that's kind of contagious energy. And then Janie came on the show too. Janie came on. She gave me a Cuban cigar, which is very kind, and ribbed me a little bit. It was a lot of fun. And also like a good sport with everything. And then Janie was even like confident enough to take questions from the crowd, which I wasn't into. I don't trust an audience. And I was right. Not to trust the audience. But that was a lot of fun. And then Ricari from the trio, who from the Top Shot streams, came on too, and that was awesome. That was awesome. It really was, man. It was a really good trip. And I hope that Top Shot, and I think a lot of things went into Summer League not happening the way that they wanted to. Again, we can talk about like the partnership with the NBA. We can talk about a lot of that stuff. But I think And I hope that one of the takeaways from this entire experience, I don't mean just the live show, but yes, the live show, is that these things like go a long way, right? That they're fun and it means a lot. And I think the people who are in the chat right now that were there, I think they can attest to that, right? That goes it goes a long way. And I think people like you plan some stuff and people are going to have a good time. And I hope that Top Shot keeps that in mind, that we're able to plan this a little bit more in advance and like really, really have some fun with it. Yeah, it was probably a nice breaker. Yeah, I actually talked to Janie. I talked to her a few days before, but then met her in that morning at the basketball thing. And she was great. Again, and I can't stress this enough. I know I've said this here. It's never a personal thing with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's never about the person. It's about like I'm talking about like the bigger picture company things, right? It's never a personal thing. Jeremy said my expectations were medium high, and this weekend exceeded them. I had an awesome time. Yeah, I know it was man, it was really fun. And even as someone like I know I was planning some stuff, but even as someone that was just there, it was great. And Top Golf was great on Friday, meeting JR. Yeah, also shout out Jeb, dude. Jeb, who became like the Summer League MVP, just getting like a ton of ESPN run. That was great. But we did, man. We met so many cool people that weekend. Like I feel like I got a shot. Like Ghostface Drilla was great. I'm trying to think of everybody that I met, like Milo, to like talk with him in real life, and Coach Stark Holmes, who I get to hang out with a lot this weekend, and the Top Shot Common Man. Just so many. Was AG there? No, AG was not there. AG was not there, but don't worry. He was able to say nice things while also being a dick about it on Twitter throughout the weekend. So he was there in spirit. But next year we will do a full panel that instead of getting Janie, Jacob, and Ricari up there, it's going to be Metz, AG. I don't know. Who else do we need up there? The judge. But it was great. It was really, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it really was a lot of fun. And and I'm fucking exhausted. I'm exhausted. But I also like want to say too, I mean, it seems like there's been a little bit of action, right? It seems like there's been a little bit of action in the Top Shot streets. The live token bot has been buzzing. I think people have been, I mean, I saw that tweet that they burned it's like 300,000 packs or something stupid. I forget what the number was. I saw Top Shot tweeted that out, but just like a ton of packs have been ripped. Those locker room packs. Okay, Tandy says it was interesting and fun and cool. That is what a lot of people are saying. Yeah, I mean, I did watch most of your stream, and you guys managed not to really talk about anything. So, if that makes sense, that was your takeaway from that stream, Tandy. Eric says you stream every day, and Jeb is more famous than you because he stayed up all night in a bear suit. Mm-hmm. He did a good job. 400,000 moments traded in. There we go. Yeah, I think I've done like 60 packs or something like that. I think I've done 60 packs. But yeah, the live token bots been going off. I saw the LeBron James has jumped up. I know people are firing away at the leaderboards. I don't know. What are the people that weren't in Vegas? Like what was your reaction this summer? I'd love to hear that from the chat because I know not everybody in the chat was there, but I'd love to know like what your thoughts were while things were happening. Colton says 4 Braun TST sales today. Yeah. Oh, the other thing they announced too, Mike mentioned it earlier in the chat, and I was curious what people's reactions were. Man, my this voice is tough. This might be a 30-minute show. The tour pack was announced like the day before, the day after. And it was really funny. We don't know much about what they're going to be. There was a lot of speculation. It was like, oh, it's probably going to be J.R. Smith, Channing Frye, and Richard Jefferson. And that's exactly what happened. But we walk in. I don't know what the price point is of this. I don't know really much anything. We walk into the gym for the basketball thing. And shout out Cedric from SF Cedric from NBA Top Shot. He was doing the check-in, and as I'm walking in, he's like, "We max packs in?" And I thought he was just joking. I was like, "Yeah, we're max packs." I had no idea what he was talking about. I was just like, "Yeah, max packs, baby." Like, I love that joke, which I do. I do love that joke. And then come to find out, these packs were $99. And that was kind of nuts that I got 2 of them. I am really excited to see what the price point is for some of these moments because I can't tell if people are excited about these moments because they're, only out of 350 or whatever it was. There's not a ton of them. I mean, people like JR, people like RJ. I think people like Channing. But I can't tell if anyone is going to give a shit about these. And I mean, last year I know they were very profitable, but I'm excited to see because that 99 was like, that was a little pricey, baby. It was a little pricey. All right, here we go. Let me catch up on the chat after I ask the question. No, Tony did not make an appearance. I had a couple Tony bits that were planned. One really bummer thing that happened this week, like right before the weekend, is our man G Dunn caught a little cocoa. So he was not able to make it because of COVID. I think he's feeling a lot better and he's excited for the All-Star game this week. So we missed G Dunn, but that affected some of the stuff that we were thinking about running out there. But it just means we get to save it for the next one, baby. I was stoked to see Strategy come back. The Economist was a good hang again. Sounds like a really cool weekend. I don't feel like those outside have had much of an experience regarding it at this point. You know what I'll say, Dr. Dunks? I was having a conversation. With someone at Dapper this week, and I think, if they ever do a Top Shot convention or the next time they do something like this, I do think there is opportunities for making those who are unable to attend, right? Because that's a big ask to still have access to what's going on. And selfishly, one of the things that I'm going to continue to rail on, because I do think I think a lot of you who weren't able to make it would have really enjoyed seeing like a live stream version of the show. And you can tell me I'm wrong, but I think if Team Hold had its way and had the resources, say they do a Top Shot convention or say it's just this time next year and we're doing Summer League. I mean, I would love to be able to live stream that show. I'd love to be able to live stream a morning marketplace. We should be have like a team on site during the basketball game. We're interviewing collectors. We're able to chop it up a little bit, fire it out at the end of each day. Cause that's you guys don't know this about G Dunn, but that's man, he's a magician with turning stuff around like that, and always has a really good vision for what the content should look like. And I think that would go a long way in making it a more accessible experience and not just for those who, can just on a whim go leave town, So I hope that is something that we can oh, there we go. Look, it was right on cue. I know why you didn't want to though. Yeah, no, I mean, we really did want to do it. It was just it was too hard. It was too hard. All right, let me catch up on the chat. On the chat a little bit. What else we got? Economist vibes. Oh, Economist vibes are up only right now. Yeah, hell yeah, boys and girls. Good to be back. What's up, Jordan? Cavs fans will. What else? What people like? I think people like Richard Jefferson. Did you did you ask for a haircut with the Team Hold logo? No, next time. What else we got? Are they all Cavs moments? Kills my team said. If so, yes, they are all Cavs moments. Greg was doing coke. Do you feel people left Vegas thinking I need to buy the floor? Josh, I will say, man, jokingly, John Boy Beats called the bottom during the live show, and then we made Jacob call the bottom as well. I don't know if it's that. I just will say, man, it seemed like way more positive momentum. I think one of the things that I railed against them for when they had the Top Shot score announcement is it felt like Top Shot score was well thought out, but it felt like they didn't really give us all the information. The idea of talking about leaderboards and locking without having it ready to go felt weird. And we talked about that a lot, but now that that's up and running and it seems like people are into it, there seems to be more excitement about it and more long-term thoughts behind it. I don't know. I know I've gotten excited and I'm, ready to start making a few more moves. Especially because I was making some other kinds of moves the last couple of weeks, as people like to DM me about. But yeah, it got me a little bit excited. Max said would have loved to seen coverage for the weekend. Bummed I missed out. Yeah, I think, and I'm sure Top Shot will put together a little reel. I know they had their team out there filming a ton of stuff, and I'm hopeful for that. But again, selfishly, this is pumping my own bags, but I would love the next time they do that to kind of get us out there to make some magic for them, help us out, help me, help you. Economist a better hang than an economist? Oh yes, Colton. Yes, he is. Yes. Do we have insight as to whether Dapper had to lay people off lately? I didn't. I didn't ask any questions around that. I know that did happen a little bit. I heard in our Discord that did happen with a few people. Um, but I don't know. I don't have any information about it. It wasn't really discussed, but I'm sure we'll hear something. Let's hear about the questions Janie got from the audience. So one was there was some good stuff. There was some good stuff about leaderboard rewards and team sets, and then there was one like, what about my bags question, but whatever. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We just kind of talked to her. I got to tell you guys too, like, and people can dunk on me for this all you want. When I'm doing a live show like that, I want it to be fun. I want it to be snappy. Sure, I want it to be informative, but I'm not, this isn't ABC nightly news. I'm not trying to hold anyone's foot to the fire. I wanted ideas on big pictures, what they were excited about, what has been challenging. I will say the highlight of the night, the absolute highlight of the night. So Poke Pro Eric was a good sport because I was alley-oop slant dunking on his ass like the entire night. And halfway, we're talking to Jacob. And the last question I asked Jacob, I was like, Jacob, listen, you have endured quite a bit of garbage from myself and the other people on stage. I'd like to give this opportunity for you, an open runway, to just get anything off your chest that you might need to get off of. And Jacob starts talking, and then instead of dunking on any of us, just turned around and dunked on PPE out of nowhere. It was brilliant. It was comedy genius. So shout out Jacob. That was hilarious. Luis, dude, I know. I'm sorry, Luis. So Luis came up and said hi to me, who I met Luis last year, but he had a hat on backwards. And I think I was probably dizzy from like sweating my ass off and in the middle of the game. Uh, and he said and I like did not recognize him at first. So Luis, that's on me, man. That's on me. Did you get to meet? Oh yeah, that's a good point about Jeb talking about the team sets. These moments are historical moments, though. They are historical moments. French G said, "Did you get to meet Roham?" No, there was rumors he was going to come to the live show, but there was a VIP event going on at the same time. I'd actually love to get a VIP on here. Maybe we get JJL Smith on here in a little bit about their experience, because the VIPs had a lot of different stuff going on. I know they had some private brunches, they had some happy hours that were happening at the same time of the show that absolutely pissed me off. But they also had like a wine tasting tour that they did. So they did a lot of really cool stuff. And I would love to hear what their experience was. Maybe we'll get Mets on here, break some bread. But I know they got to meet Roham, which was great. All right, hold on. I lost. Wow, there's a lot of chat happening. A lot of chat happening on here. Although I think actually StreamYard just boned me on this. I think that to be honest, I wouldn't have sold all my team stuff if I knew locking was coming. Yeah, I know. Miles saying Vegas gave him a little bit more juice. I like that. What are your thoughts on locking? I'd like to know a little bit more about the perks. Yeah, I think we're gonna find out soon what the rewards are gonna be for those like top 750 leaderboards and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'm with you guys. I think I like the idea of, I mean, it's basically staking, right? You're getting rewarded for locking your moments up. And I think that, it's going to affect the marketplace in a way, because you're going to see less of these moments up there for sale. So I think, I don't know, I like that. I locked my Celtics and Nuggets moments and a couple of TSDs, which I'm learning might be a mistake, but that's what I did. My only thought being doing layoffs and then immediately having a flashy event at Summer League might be a tacky look given the market. No, I don't know. I think there's a lot of speculation on what that could be. Like maybe they're, thinking about getting on a beta soon, going public, something like that. I don't know. I also wouldn't say, Dan, that anything they did was super flashy. They did a live show at this weird venue. They, rented out a floor of Topgolf. And then they did an open gym. So and that's not to take away from anything. It was so fun. We had a really, really good time. I wouldn't know if we'd call it flashy though. Yeah, power nap from the question. Did you warn PPE prior to the show? He knew it was coming. I talked to him after though. He loved it. Did they say why the W leaderboards are delayed, assuming it's because they're midseason and NBA? You know what we've learned, back attack? They didn't say anything about this, but we've learned that the WNBA is maybe a little bit more finicky with making things happen. Do you know what I'm saying? Making things happen. What do I mean by that? How the NBA has to sign off on everything, and that sometimes makes it a little bit trickier. I think we've learned that about the W as well. The only people flooding Vegas for the people who didn't go. Yeah, there you go. What else we got? What else we got? Welcome back, Daniel. Welcome back. They're playing. What else we got? Any more talk of the WNBA breaking off into their own site? No, there was nothing. There was nothing like that. Nothing like that. Um, Nothing like that. Cushman said, "Why would locking TSDs from superstars probably be a mistake?" So it sounds like most of the rewards so far come from team sets, like your leaderboard within teams, right? And so, like, we have the LeBron TSD, which I locked up because there's no reason we're selling. We're no way we're selling that. But, um, but like I'm not really getting any rewards for that, at least at the with the current system. And who knows, maybe it evolves in a way that it makes more sense in the future. But at this time, but but yeah, that's where we're at. Did you watch the Summer League championship game? No. So I went to 2 different days of Summer League. Dude, Summer League's the freaking best, man. So right, it's $56, $56 for the day to get in. I think it's like 45, and then they throw like some fees on there, but $56 to get in. And it's just hoops all day. It's hoops all day. It's the best. Um, it's the best. And so I went to 2 different days. I went on Thursday with my buddy Ernest, who was in town playing some poker. JJL met us. DJ Local, awesome hang. Ryan B Slides, awesome hang. Deep Threat came through. Coach Stark was there. I know I'm missing on some people too. But it was great. It was awesome. And so stayed for a few games. And that's my thing. Like some people go there and stay for the whole time, and I'm like, dude, I can't. I'm aware of my limitations here. I want to come for like a game and a half, 2 games max, and then I'm out. It was great. Yeah. And then on Saturday, Top Shot 2 did a little sneak attack at the summer league games. They were just like, hey guys, if you want some snacks, go up to the section 112 or whatever. And they just kind of, dropped the card and got some beers and food for everybody, which was really nice, Um, That was good. Borland said, kind of wish you were locked into one team leaderboard, but props to the folks who make it on multiple. So you know what I'll say, Borland? I understand that take for sure. I do think this is kind of a nod, though, to some of those people. Like, it seems like there's more incentive now to complete multiple team sets, right? Especially if it's like the top 750 or whatever it's going to be, or enter into the reward. So, like, all of those people who stacked series 2, right, to boost up their collector score, stacking series 2 sets. Like I know Omer Eats did that. And I know, like, I believe a Deep Threat and Jeb probably did similar things. I do think that is kind of a nod to everybody, right? So you're not totally boned by that. So I don't know. But I do get what you're saying. I get what you're saying there. No one but whales are sniffing a potential leaderboard, LBJ leaderboard. Let's be honest. I mean, maybe that's true, but it sounds like Colton. It sounded like through our conversation with Jane, this was like one of the interesting things. It seems like they're pretty sure, or they have heard from us that they need to find ways to not necessarily just reward the top 5 people who like collect everything, right? And so now it, like, by getting yourself into the top 750 or the top 500 or whatever it ends up being, you are almost having the same opportunity as the top 5, right? They're going to find different ways to reward people who are going through this process. So I think that was a good nod. I think that was a good nod to everybody. And I'm looking for, yeah, she went out there. Yeah. Janie said she didn't want it to be monopolized. Right. So I think I think that's a good sign. Having the top 10 names on all 30 is not monopolized. Not if, oh, man. No, I'm not going to go too deep into it. I think that was a good understanding, that it's going to find ways to reward. Also, I will say, like, it makes sense that the people who have the most get maybe a little bit more of a nudge for the reward, right? Like, yeah, Poker Pro. Here we go. Poker Pro Eric in the house. Dingaling is number 1 on 26 of the 30 teams, right? But I do think, again, I think the understanding that there's going to be other ways to reward people who are in that, like whether it's top 750, top 500, and maybe it's different rewards each time, right? Maybe there are going to be some things that are for the people that are just top 25, top 10, top 5, whatever. But I do think that was one of the things I took away. It seems like they are a little bit more aware of that now moving forward. And they seem pretty, I mean, it would be weird if they weren't bullish on Series 4, but they seem pretty set on like resetting the market a little bit. and like fixing. I mean, they didn't say it like this, but fixing the mistakes of Series 3. So I don't know, that's got me pretty exciting. Something like a multiplier on favorite teams would be nice. That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I walked away from this kind of like I did last year for Summer League, right? So I also need to be aware of I need to be aware of that. I need to be aware of that because this happened last year at Summer League and I was jacked up, ready to go and top shot to the moon. And then it did initially. And then, but it does seem like they've learned from what happened last year and you got to trust the team moving forward, I think. So, that's got me pretty hyped. That does have me pretty hyped about it. I don't know what else. What else from that weekend have we not talked about that you're like, we need more on this. We need more on this. Janie's really the best GM Top Shot has had. Well, I think this is true because Tristan was here for like 8 days, I think, and now he's doing compost stuff. What else? What happened with multipliers by team set completion? I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like moving forward, set holder airdrop should only be for people who lock up their sets. Well, hey, listen, Michael, this is what I will say. I don't know. The set holder airdrop thing is going to change. I think that is the takeaway. I think we heard that in the spaces. We heard that a little bit earlier. We heard that earlier in our show on Friday too. I think they're trying to move away from that. They're trying to move away from like, okay, you completed your set. Here's $5,000 worth of moments. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I think they're just, and that's what I think that's what they mean by resetting the market too. It's not just resetting. It's like reframing the way that we're collecting stuff too. I don't know. People saying MJ coming. I have no idea. No idea. Magic Johnson's already here. Got him, Burn. I don't know. Last summer going to Summer League got me an absolute bag. Those Summer League moments were a stimmy check. It did. That's what but again, I don't know if people learned from last year and are not going to buy all those moments. I get 6 moments for $200. Print, baby. They better be good. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to be mad if they're not good. Ooh, a bunch of challenges just went live. Here we go. What do we got here? We've got Sabrina challenge. Okay. We've got Hallie Hollow. And we got a Kyrie MGLE. I can't believe Kyrie managed to get an MGLE without playing this year. Let's pull those up real quick and just see what they look like. Because I would like to see if I could pump anything. Before I pull it up, let me catch up on the chat. Sounds like moving. Oh no, you're just kidding. Okay. Will Friday's show be available on YouTube? David, I wish it was, my friend. We weren't able to get the like a full recording on it. So we'll have some. We've got some footage that hopefully we can cut up a little bit. But this is what I was, dude. Not even with the audio. The audio in the venue was tough. I can't imagine what that would have looked like live streamed. So I'm glad that we didn't even attempt to it because you guys would have lost your shit. Square Bear, I don't know if Square Bear got some footage. If he did, have him hit me up. All right, I'll share a screen. Let's go take a peek at this. Let's go take a peek at what's happening over here. Squad goals. Dude, it's so funny to be just like completely out of like the market. I have not been paying attention to anything. Marvin Bags, top the chats. All right, let's start with this one. Let me see if I can complete this. I don't even know because it's been so long. I sold a lot of moments, guys. I needed some spending money for Vegas. I was getting stressed out. Okay, so I sold some moments. Everybody came at me for it. I sold some moments. Yeah. There you go. I'm with you. Any 89 Cavs coming soon? I hope so, man. I hope so. I hope they're coming soon. We were talking a lot this week. We've got some stuff planned. I don't know. We're probably not firing up anything until we get closer to the preseason. I imagine we're just going to take some more time off. All right, hold on. What the hell's going on? Come on, dude. Top Shot's down. Bullied into delisting your Zion. No, so what I was trying to do, I needed to sell one more moment, Colton. So I needed one more little extra cushion before I went out to Vegas because I just didn't want to be thinking about it, So I threw some money out there. You know what I did though? Here we go. Now it's working. I absolutely cooked. Absolutely cooked on the poker table this week. We were up big. Underdog Fantasy Hoops best ball drafts coming again soon. Yeah, once they announce the new NBA stuff, we'll be doing a ton of that. I know, Daniel. The thing is, man, I don't know if this is worse for the international community though. I don't know. Well, I'll think about it. I also like starting my day with it. All right, let's see. I got Cobber. I sold the Emma in the pump. There we go. Emma's back to pumping. Okay, so I'm not even gonna look at this anymore. Actually, let's check OTM real quick and see. Shout out our sponsors, OTM. Let's see if they have those active already. How long does that take to get up there? Also, guys, I'm like a trooper right now doing this show because my voice is toast, absolute toast right now. All right, here we go. So Kyrie. Oh, I've got 3 of the Kyries. Well, tell me, is Cade in it? Am I the bottleneck? Please let me be a bottleneck. Let's go buy some stuff. Dude, show me the moments. Oh, no. Okay, let's pump it up. All right, so I've got Harry Barnes, Cade, and Obi Toppin. I don't know what to do with these, though. Ooh, Brooklyn. Oh, any Brooklyn Nets. That's kind of fun. I don't know. Are people going about this? Shout out D-Rose. Are people pumped about this? Let me see. Let's see the other one too. So that is the MGLE. Let's look at the hollow. Where is the hollow not up here yet? Bro, where's the hollow? Let me do a quick refresh, see if it's there. Oh, Obi-Wan in the house. Good to see you. You think I should complete the Breakfast Heroes? You think I should complete that? Oh, yeah, that's true. Maybe too. That might be true too, Garen. This is going to be so fun. Figuring out challenges now with the burning mechanism is going to be so interesting moving forward. I'm excited. I'm excited to I feel like we're not we're in the like new territory with challenges and what they mean. So I'm excited. I don't know. What else you guys want to talk about? I got like 5 minutes left. I can't do a full hour today. You can like see it in my eyes, dude. You can see it in my eyes. It's bad. It's bad. I slept past 9 o'clock today. I haven't done that in like 15 years. 15 years. Ransom said pulled a Harry from the locker. Oh, from the locker room. That's nice. Okay, Mick's doing it. You've got and you got 2 Cades, Mick? Man, I need to so I've done from the elite packs. I think I got 4 elite packs. I got Obi, Harry, Cade. The Cade was money. And then the 4th one was Spencer Dinwiddie. So report net, dude. Guys, KD's playing for the Nets this year. Okay, KD is playing for the Nets. I'm sorry to tell you this. I know it's boring, but he's going to be on the Nets. Going to do super draft content. So for the maybe. Here's the thing, guys. Super draft. Get into my DMs. You want a sponsorship? Would love. You want me to do some super draft content? Sure. Throw some bags at me, bro. Bought a Cade and packed a Cade. There we go. Fenny, you pulled 2 hollows? The fuck? No, I'm just kidding. Happy, man. Happy for you. Happy for you, man. Oh, man. I forget I really don't need to wear the headphones. We really don't need to wear the headphones when it's just me. I don't need to listen to anybody else. I don't know. What else you got for me? What else you guys got for me? Sold both. Flip City. Are you buying anything else with that, Fenny? You buying anything else? So for content the rest of the week, though, normal schedule, right? So tomorrow is Tuesday. We got NBA tomorrow morning, then watch her work tomorrow night. I actually think Jeb is firing up a show on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. We might see George Bush on that. Wednesday morning. Wednesday is our football show, right? So get ready for some Wednesday football. NFL all day. We're going to go over that. I'm excited to dive back in. I know some of you guys are getting some packs. And then on Thursday, we've got NBA Top Shot, the morning marketplace. I don't know if we're doing Shot Tank this week. And then Friday, we got UFC Strike. And then our happy hour show. I think we're going to bring our man James back on. Maybe some Mihao action. We'll go over everything happening in the in F1 and everything else. Probably talk a lot of fantasy stuff. Greg, I think, is actually doing a playback too as well tomorrow. So for the All-Star game, I think he wants to do a playback. So stay tuned for that. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't registered for. I just got a live token email saying register for that for the super draft thing. Maybe I'll do that today. I haven't done it yet. Did we talk about the 86, 87 running back set? Is that confirmed? No, I think people. What's kind of funny about that is it was the turn back the clocks tweet from Austin, right? Is that what everybody was freaking out about? I wonder, my thought was like, oh, maybe it was because they were finding which J.R. Smith, Richard Jefferson, and Channing Frye moment to use, because that was like a historical moment that came right after that. Maybe that is not the case. But that was kind of my thought initially. I know people were trying to speculate. And was it Patrick Mahomes who tweeted that out? It was like based on the clock or whatever it was, which is kind of funny. But I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. And then what Queisenberg says is MLB. I think so. I think they really do. I don't know if that's still true, but I know they did for such a long time. But we got excited to be back tomorrow at a little bit more full strength. I think we're going to call it there, though, folks. If you're not in the Discord, go ahead and get in there. I'm going to share a link to it right now. Make sure you're following us on Twitter. I just want to say like one more time too, I'm like very appreciative and thankful for everyone who like came through Vegas this weekend. I know that's not like some of you left your families and you were like, yeah, let me just travel across the country or like across the world. JJ's coming from fucking Australia. We have people. I met somebody from Abu Dhabi. Like people are traveling all over the place. And then to come through, whether it was for Top Shot specifically or for Team Hold, it really does mean a lot to us that you guys are willing to do that. And, I'm excited to see like where this goes from here. And it feels like scratching the surface of some bigger stuff. And I hope that is the case. And I'm excited to do this with you guys as we move on. So I hope everybody has a good rest of the day. I'm going to go back to sleep, maybe eat some greens. I feel like I need a salad. I've had like 32 burgers in the last few days. And I am not going to have any alcohol today or tomorrow or until 2025. But hope everybody has a good day. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Or this afternoon. We'll be back tomorrow. We are out.
Well, the Top Shot streets are